Imagine that at this very moment, in some unknown place somewhere on Earth, a ballistic missile is launched. At that very moment, some satellites orbiting at an altitude of about 22,000 meters above the Earth suddenly pick up some unusual signal. These satellites always, their job is to look at the Earth wherever a missile is launched. They have to catch the hot air signal, and before the missile takes to the sky, that signal will be sent to the Earth at the speed of light. In a few seconds, that information will reach America's most secret and secure, one of the places, in a command center hidden inside a mountain, where some people sit under a few thousand feet of rock and constantly monitor whether there is an attack somewhere. Suddenly, the screens in front of them start showing signals one after another. They realize something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something big. They start to calculate quickly. How many missiles are coming, from which direction, where to hit. And the most important thing is how much time is left, because these few minutes will decide the future of the world. But the problem is that the president still doesn't know anything about this huge. The news of an incident has not yet reached him, and time does not stop every second the missiles are approaching. Meanwhile, in the White House, a military officer is running towards the president's room with a black briefcase in his hand, which is called a nuclear football. From the outside, it is a is. Although it looks like an ordinary bag, it contains some things that can determine the future of the world. Inside is a book that contains different types of nuclear attack options. Some mean a small hit, and some mean hundreds of missiles are launched simultaneously. The president is woken up. Quickly connected to a secure call, where the most important officials of the military are waiting. They tell the president how many missiles there are, where to hit them, and how much time he has. And here begins the most scary part. The president has, if the mistake had not been caught, the world might have been different today. That is why every second has to be confirmed, whether the attack has really happened or whether it is just a false signal. But the time to be sure is the most valuable time. During this time, the president has to choose an option. The thing is that the president may not have all the information at the time of making this decision, because there have been cases in history where the entire nuclear system was once ready due to a false alarm. But at the last moment, it was understood that it was a false signal, and that, if the mistake had not been caught, the world might have been different today. That is why every second has to be confirmed, whether the attack has really happened or whether it is just a false signal. But the time to be sure is the most valuable time. During this time, the president has to choose an option. He then used a secret code to confirm his identity. If everything went well, the order would reach every nuclear unit in America in an instant. There were missiles hidden underground, submarines hidden deep in the ocean, and bombers ready in the sky. Together, they reached that order. This whole process is so fast that within a few minutes, hundreds of missiles can be launched into the sky at once, but the president does not sit still. As soon as the attack is confirmed, he is removed. If time is very short, he will be taken away in a secret bunker under the White House. But if there is a little more time, he will be taken quickly by helicopter to a special plane, which is called the Doomsday Plane. From the outside, it looks like an ordinary plane, but inside it is a whole flying command center. From here, the president can direct the entire war. This plane is designed in such a way that it can survive in the air even after a nuclear explosion. It can even stay in the air for days after refueling in midair. There are numerous communications inside. System, satellite link, encrypted phone, from which it is possible to communicate anywhere in the world. The environment inside this plane is much like a submarine. Even if the outside world is destroyed, everything can be controlled from inside. But it doesn't end there, because if the president, what if you don't survive? To find the answer to this question, America has built huge underground bunkers, deep under the mountains, places where thousands of people can stay for months on end. There is electricity, water, food, hospitals, and even there is also a system to run the entire government. And these bunkers have been built for one purpose, so that the government can survive in any situation. And this plan is called continuity of government. Meanwhile, the missiles underground are being prepared. Two officers turn the key together and launch the missile. Ready to launch. Within a few minutes, those missiles will travel through space and towards their target. These missiles travel so fast that they can reach their target thousands of kilometers away in a few minutes. Submarines hidden under the sea are similarly ready. These submarines operate so secretly that they are almost impossible to detect, and one of them has the power to destroy an entire country. Bomb planes have started flying in the sky. The only difference is that these planes can be recalled at the last minute. That is, if at the last minute, if the decision is changed, then it might be possible to save the world. And this entire nuclear system has one purpose. Whoever strikes first will be destroyed himself. This is nuclear deterrence, a kind of balance, fear, and retaliation equation which has so far prevented war. Stopped. But at the same time, this system is the biggest risk for the world, because if it ever becomes real, then nothing can stop it. Finally, the president has missiles in the sky, submarines on the way, bunkers ready, and the whole world is waiting. If that signal really comes one day and that terrible message comes true and the order is confirmed, then perhaps that day will be the darkest day in the history of the world.